Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So let's assume that you just got your iPhone 17, 17 Pro Max, or the iPhone 17 Air. Here are 6 quick settings that you have to activate on your iPhone right now to ensure that it gives you the maximum performance and maximum battery optimization as well. Now, for those of you who have not gotten your iPhone 17 yet, I will highly recommend you get the blue color instead of the orange color that everyone is getting. Initially, I ordered the orange color, but when the blue color arrived, I tend to like it more than the orange color that I have seen around. So if always on display is activated on your iPhone, which it's usually activated by default, and you press the power button to lock your screen, this is what locking of the screen means. So for some reason, somebody at Apple thought that when they say lock your screen, they just dim the display a bit, and this is the result. But the problem with this is that it actually drains down your battery a lot, because the screen doesn't actually lock, it just dims a bit. So it still burns a lot of your battery. But thankfully, there's a way you can actually fix this issue. So you're going to go to settings on your iPhone, then go down here to display and brightness. You're going to come down here to always on display, and then make sure that you turn off the first option there, which is show wallpaper. You can also turn off the blue wallpaper, and if you don't want the notification on your display as well, you can turn it off. And so what happens now is that if you lock the screen, it just shows you just the date and the time, and that's it. This way, your iPhone's battery will last longer. Or if you don't want always on display to be on at all, you can just turn it off totally. So when you lock your phone just stays locked like that. But I still like it, so I'll leave the always on display, but other features will be turned off. Number 2, let's talk about the battery now. When you go to settings and you go over here to battery, under here, you are going to see battery health. There are a lot of options here for battery optimization. If you can't see the battery percentage showing here, make sure that you toggle this on, and that way the battery percentage is going to be showing. Also, if you go to charging here, Apple has added some AI features here with Apple Intelligence that is going to help you manage your battery optimally. First of all, in order for your battery to last long, you might want to put the charging limit at 80%. So you can just drag this down to 80%. So what that means is that whenever your iPhone charges and it gets to 80%, it will either stop charging or it will be charging very slowly. In order for me to show you other features, let me take it back to 100%. I'll leave it at that. There is this option here that says optimize battery display. Now, if this option is turned off on your own iPhone, make sure you turn it on. So with the optimized battery charging on, Apple will use Apple Intelligence to study the way you charge your battery. It will either allow your iPhone to charge to 100% or to 80%, depending on how you use your battery. So these settings are very important now. I would recommend you put your charging limit to 80%. That will help with the lifespan of your battery. Since your iPhone 17 is a new iPhone, then you're going to go over here to battery health. You can see right now my battery health here says it's normal. My battery capacity currently is 100%. And my cycle count is just 1 because this is a new iPhone. I've just charged it just once. And of course, as you know, the iPhone 17 Pro Max has a very good battery life. So I've just charged it just once to 100% since I got it. And then you can see the manufacture date and all there. So if you buy your iPhone 17 Pro Max, make sure you go through here and ensure that your iPhone is 100% brand new. And this will be important to you if you are buying this phone later on in the future. And also something you need to look out for here is actually this graph. So you can see here it's showing me the apps that are consuming my batteries the most. And if I click on view usage, you can see the percentage of how much battery each app is using and if the app is running in the background. So on your iPhone, you might want to check this. Any app you know you are not using and it's running in the background, you might want to close it so it doesn't consume your battery. The next thing we're going to look at is how to customize the apps on your iPhone and then make certain apps default apps on your iPhone. Because on your iPhone, the default apps are the Apple apps. So in order for you to make changes to this, you're going to go to settings. Under settings, you're going to scroll down to the bottom of the page here, and then you're going to see apps. So open it, and then you can see here all the apps on this device will line up here. Currently, the default browser on this iPhone is Safari. Let's assume that I want to change that and use Google Chrome instead. Under here now, I'm going to go to Safari here, and then you see default browser app is Safari. So I can tap on that, and then I can change my default app to Google Chrome. And you can do the same thing here with other apps like the Mail app and a lot more. Next thing we're going to look at is how to add another layer of security to your Face ID. And under settings here, you scroll down and come to Face ID and passcode. I'm going to put my passcode here. You're going to see a bunch of options here, but the one that we're interested in right now is actually called Require Attention for Face ID. Now, what does this mean? It means that if you want to unlock your iPhone, you have to look at it with your eyes. The true depth camera has to see your eyes before it will unlock your iPhone. So in case you are sleeping and somebody carries your iPhone and points it on your face to unlock, your iPhone will not unlock unless it detects your eyes. So you have to ensure always that require attention for Face ID is enabled in order for this to work. You can go ahead and try it right now. If this is turned off, if you close your eyes and point your iPhone to your face, it will unlock. But if this is turned on, if your eyes are not open, or if the true depth camera does not detect your eyes, the iPhone will not unlock. Then the next feature here again, still under Face ID and passcode, is the next one that is called Attention Aware, this one right here. Always make sure that it is turned on. Let's assume that you are reading a book, an article on your phone. If you don't look away from your phone, you continue looking at it, even when the screen on time has elapsed, screen will continue staying on as long as it can actually see your face or see that you are still looking at the phone. And that will only work if you turn on this feature here called Attention Aware. For this next feature I want to share with you right now, Android users are going to laugh at us, but who cares? I mean, it's the first time that it's coming to the iPhone, so we should be excited about it. So right down on the iPhone, you can actually see how long it will take for your iPhone to charge from 0 to 100. As soon as you plug your iPhone to power, it's going to indicate that you have 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or 60 minutes left to charge from 0 to 100. Now, this is very funny because I can't believe I'm announcing this as a feature in 2025, something that has been available on Android phones for the past decade. But hey, it's there. We have it now. Then the next feature here that Apple has added to iOS is the fact that you can actually control how apps track you and how apps can send ads to you. So to enable this, we're going to go to Settings. Under Settings, we're going to go to Privacy and Security, and you're going to see this option here that says Tracking. And when I tap on it, you can see the first option here that says Allow apps to request to track. For instance, I have an app here called OP. So what happens is that this app right now is tracking my activities. So as I'm using my iPhone across other apps, browsers, and every other thing, this app is actually collecting information, and they are going to use that information to serve me targeted ads. You know those times that you are going to say, oh, I feel like eating pizza, and then 5 minutes later, you begin to see all of the pizza adverts on your screen. This is the place where you have to turn that off. So if you don't want that to be happening, then you have to turn this off, and then you select the option that says Allow apps to stop tracking me. Ask apps to stop tracking me. As soon as you do that, that feature is turned off. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. So this is the part 1 of this video. So if you have any questions concerning this, let me know down in the comments. My name is Kingsley. I'll catch you again in the next video.